top side of Ghost Lake. And this is the loser semifinals of the Meta Plays Age of Mythology Season 1 finale. Dobr's playing Ra. On the other side, we got Suppe. Also Ra, again. And now Suppe is an Odin main, but he used to be a Ra player, like way back in the day on ESO. I think people told me it's 2006-ish. That's when he was like #1. And he recently came back and he's a top performer again, so very great to see. Ghost Lake Ramirez should honestly, well, these are relatively closed off maps, right? Like you got a lot of open ground in the middle, but it's very easy to wall your main bases in with all these forests and whatever going on. Should be easy to get a 2TC boom going and then get a rain. Alternatively, we could be seeing Sphinx raiding, but be surprised if that's the case. Then again, Suppe does like that, so maybe we will see it. A Scarab Rush would be not impossible either, since there's no Neftis, there's no Super Priests. We got quite a bit of hunting going on from Suppe then. I'm not sure if there's any more boar, however. Yeah, it looks like that's just a solo boar there. That's unlucky. It's better than nothing, but man, this map is low on food. Okay, we've got this batch of caribou out here. Seems like Dobr has a slightly better one. Is that 6? This looks like... Oh, it's also 6. Good. Too bad then. Very early monument, by the way, I think, for Suppe. And he's getting husbandry. Whereas Dobr already had it for a while. Oh, he actually moved up the goats to the granary where he already is, so saving his villagers to walking time. No need to go back, right? It's gonna be a second monument from Dobr. So I'm starting to think here, that's gotta be Sphinx. There's no way that he's just getting a second monument for Shaduf, right? Got tons and tons of goats. But they're kind of running out slowly but surely. So after that, we'll probably be looking at a farm transition with rain. I don't think he'll bother with the berries or anything. That would be kind of silly. Yeah, definitely good use of the empowerment here. And we should be seeing the advances in a moment. Moment being like a minute. Seti relic, and we've got the system of baths as well. Suppe hasn't actually scouted his third TC. This looks like his second. I do wonder if he'll take it, but we've got a much earlier advance time from Dobr, and it's gonna be kitties. Tons of gold villagers behind this. So Dobr's also setting up for the farm economy. Obviously, unlike the other civs, Egypt pays with gold for farms. You can make it in H1, whereas everyone else makes them in H2. But the villager gather rate is trash, right? on farms. Especially Egyptian ones are even worse because of this archaic age bonus. It's a trade-off. You have to have plow, and then it kind of normalizes things. They get a bit more out of plow than the other civs. Gonna be a beautiful windmill. Missing one spot here. But oh, he is housed. That's horrible. Yeah, here comes the rain. And Dobr kind of partially benefits from it too. Just gonna make the farms one by one as the villagers pop out. And then he'll have his own rain. Gonna be fast out of soup as well, but it might be a fast heroic with the scarabs and stuff. Second monument coming in. He's got 33 favor. And yeah, it doesn't look like Dobr is particularly interested in kitties either. So it's not Sphinx, besides the one. So it's gonna be scarabs, I guess. I haven't seen any upgrades, at least, for the kitties. Yeah. Yeah, I'd be shocked if Soup just did... What? He's gonna make a Sphinx. He's making the armory as soon as possible, and he's gonna click up Heroic as soon as his armory finishes. Dobr. Almost ready to go. What did he just spend his gold on? Didn't he have the gold a moment ago? There it is. Sekhmet coming in. And for Soup too.
And I am back, and they are actually playing the Ra Mirror.
They are playing the Ra
is
Mirror.
back.
Yeah, what do you think about Fast Heroic versus Fast Heroic, Scarab, Scarab, Scarab?
They're double segment. Well, I am personally still undecided about how good segment really is. I kind of like it and want to use it more, but segment has a big problem with scarabs doing so little damage to unbuilt buildings, meaning that you can literally trap them with granaries that have 10 HP and just kill them. And that makes them a really, really expensive unit that can also just do nothing. And that's a big, big problem. But segment doesn't only offer scarabs. I think there's an often overlooked tech, which is a chariot range tech, and it's actually insane. But whether they will research it or not, we will see.
Sorry for no game sound again, it's fixed. Really, really stupid problem with the original game. Just keeps going away between launches. Oh, 2 scarabs are out. And 2 sphinxes. I think he's gonna go up to 3. Before moving out. Oh no, no he's not. Same thing for Dobr. Soup's got Migdal in the main, and he's looking to move up to the other gold mine, no doubt. But he's still got like 800 at home, so he's only really gathering to train the Migdal units. And should find the scarabs mid-map here.
Yeah, and that's also a big problem for them, but so many.
Oh, Dobr is doing the Eclipse first.
What is that? Scarabs attacking scarabs. This is such a weird sight.
It is. Well, the Pharaoh
and they're
is
running.
Yeah, the Pharaoh's here out in the middle of the map, also in the fight. Oh, the Sphinxes are kind of getting thrown there. The Pharaoh did a ton of damage to them. It looks like the camels will finish them off. Are those scarabs just gonna wreck the main of Soup? There's nothing here to defend. He's not moving out to Vales either to block.
No, this is not how you defend against scarabs. Don't let them get to the citadel. Oh, that's a dead citadel. This is not how you defend against scarabs.
Oh no. Oh, that's going down, dude.
That's massive damage.
No repair even. Oh man, that is way too late.
Soup might just be dead after this.
Yeah, no other TC. He's got enough resources to remake it.
Yeah,
barely,
and the Migdal is probably going down as well. All the camels and the chariots, are they in time to save this? I really don't think so. No, there's no way. Oh, it's only one scarab. The other one was really hurt.
Yeah.
That was actually Miss Micro. They both basically died at the same time. If he had focus fired better, then he could have taken so much less damage. And the Micro survives, but
Barely.
yes, the
These
economy has
camels-
already suffered so much.
Yeah, these camos much a suicide into it, honestly. I would do it. Just die that thing. You already killed the TC, right? Take away the Migdol too, and you're golden. Looks like Suppe is gonna repair it, but then no TC. Because he just used all the resources. He's trying to do the same with his own scarabs, but it's just 2 scarabs. It's nothing. Pharaohs and priests are here. And they're gonna defend this no problem. Yeah, look at that. The unfinished
That's how you
buildings.
defend it.
Yeah.
This is how you should have defended. And the scarabs don't even get there. Like, this is how you defend it, but the scarabs don't even get close enough for it to matter.
Yeah.
This looks very over. Suppe is up in score, but this is a bit misleading. He is not up in this game at all.
Yeah. Yeah, that's unfortunate.
And he taps out.
Three scarabs is all it took. Spawning in the blue color, this time going back to the roots. The new roots, I guess. This is Odin, played by Suppe. On the other side, we got Dobr. Victorious is Ra in the last game. Let's see if he can keep the momentum. Great Hunt goes down on all those caribou. And that's going to be 9 of them, plus 1,000,000 goats. 12 goats. It's a good number. Especially seeing as that Offsark will obviously get a lot more goats from the map than the Pharaoh can. So yeah, he's all set.
That front goal for the Egyptian is not looking pretty.
You know, people are asking for the score all the time. I think we will figure out a way to put the scoreboard on the intermission screen as well. So next time, guys, we will take care of that.
Oh, that's very interesting. One comment in chat said that the veto that the player might have wanted the no gold version of Tundra. And that's actually very big because if you don't have golds, Great Hunt is a lot weaker.
Oh, good point. That's yeah. That would be very smart, for sure. Some really high level
This
thinking.
front gold for Dobr, I think is a big risk.
Yeah.
If Suppe finds that, that's a ticket to play aggressive.
So, what do you think about Heimdall rushes in this case? Do you think it's a good idea?
Sure.
I mean, it's right,
Can
right?
work.
You wouldn't want to do it against ISIS, but
Yes. There is a threat of a wall box shifting sands to trap units, but Heimdall
yeah.
could actually destroy that, with his god power.
that's true.
So if you manage to get to the towers and you don't have any more threat tower, you can actually keep it to counter shifting sands. Pretty interesting, actually. I mean, you could also use it on the tower that is shooting at you when you're in the box, so you have that option too. Or you can just destroy all the towers, and Shifting Sands doesn't really do that much anymore. And that's a front temple. And that might be Heimdall.
I'm entertained. Do it, Soup.
Are you not entertained? Come on, Heimdall.
Oh, he's making another villa.
And the walling has begun. But
Uh-oh.
Heimdall doesn't really care. And there's Heimdall. Honestly, he could place a house or something in the middle of this wall to prevent a full wall off. Like, not complete it, but just place it and delete it later. Or he could build his own wall here, just to prevent the full wall off. Well, this is another one of these short half walls. We saw one of those yesterday, and it was surprisingly effective.
It really
I'm
was.
not sure if that's intentional. Yeah, he's gonna continue it. He probably just lacked gold. But yesterday we had one of those, and he just never continued building it. But it was effective for some reason. And those watchings around the tower are actually very poorly placed. Do you see that huge gap at the front? A unit can easily hit that tower. They do nothing. That was just idle time.
Oh! Yeah, I see it. Ouch.
What? That was such a premature... No, and that tower was so weak too. It was so exposed. And he doesn't even know...
It did
Okay,
clear
guys.
everything, so I'm not too fussed about it, honestly. But it does leave the whole thing open about the back wall.
Yeah, but the wall wasn't complete anyways. Guys, about this case, I think it's similar to the Sentinel thing. You don't need to use it ASAP. You can wait until it's actually a tower. Like, it wasn't even shooting at you. And we will see. Maybe it will work out for him, but I think he could have destroyed that tower for free, and he could have used it on the bottom one. And now he has no way of getting rid of that one, so this is a much worse position than he could have had.
Well, we'll see if he does get to deny the gold completely, though. I mean, there's going to be a flood of raiding cav in a moment. So Soup could be doing a lot of damage with that. He's also hunting outside, by the way. Enjoying his Odin bonus. Which is extra hunt speed. What is that Pharaoh holding? It's a Bridle of Pegasus. What else do we have? There's something here in the dark. Pygmalion statue. Oh, that's so unlucky. Ra scouting. Yep. If you don't sacrifice economy, you're not gonna know these things.
Yeah, and it's actually quite big. Like, the resources that Ra pays to scout is a lot, actually. Like, Pharaoh, 20%, so... Oh, that's a big army. Math time later.
I really like that he split the army in half and that he's multi-prong attacking. It just makes Shifting Sands a bit more awkward. But then again, Shifting Sands can transport all of those anyway.
That's a nice pickup.
Yes, good start.
And that villager might die.
Now with all this diving, I think gets behind the units, not bad.
Anya, yeah, almost dead and it's gone. And
Nice.
all that for hurting one villager, not even finishing it. This defense for Dobr,
Yeah, you know
looking
what?
good so far.
I really like the Vadget choice here, because they have good range.
Yes.
18 range, that's more than even what Slingers have. And that's gonna
Vadget
outrange Throwing Axe so much, so yeah, good.
They're certainly one of the best picks that he can have at this moment.
He's also protecting them with Axemen, so diving the Hersier is not an option. Oh my goodness. Right, he gets... What? The raiding cav just shifted himself through the gates.
Wow.
Well, that's a nice
That
little
was a
bug.
weak Shifting Sands, but the fact that he's fighting the other half and it's struggling to get away means that he's still going to do more damage.
Yeah. I mean,
And
this is not bad at
if
all.
he overpowers him right here, that's gonna be game. It's
However,
super hard for Norse to come back, and his hunt is over here too.
that's
This
true,
is
but with Suppe escaping
big
with
trouble.
so many units. Oh, that's a... And then
The
Harrier
Einherjar
right on
pops
top
out
of...
mid-fight, and I am scared for the Egyptian now, actually.
Yeah, those Vages aren't gonna get away. The Hersier are right on top of them. The Cav could block even. And the army is traded away, so...
But actually, everything else besides those chasing the Wadjet, all of that died. And he did not manage to trap the Wadjet. He does get one, but if he had gotten both, that would have been so big. But the fact that one got away means it's gonna make a very big difference.
That's actually a third one in the base. There's been 2 kills.
Yeah.
So it's not too
But
bad.
imagine if he had 0 Wadjets now, because
Okay, yeah.
Favor is actually really slow.
Yeah, fair point.
You get 0.1, I think, per second, so 1 favor 10 seconds, 6 favor per minute. So 3 minutes, 1 Wadjet. Like, if this dies, that would have been 3 minutes of saving up.
Yeah, and during all this, of course, Dobr has been mining the gold. He doesn't have the other one secured yet, but could actually spend some time wanting this. Do you think there's much of a threat of Odin reaching Heroic Age here and doing something with Frost?
Threat exists because Frost Giants are tanky boys, and Frost itself, it's gonna wreck. Like, if you can time it with the gold staff, because this gold mine is 1k more. Like, if you can max out and time the Frost with the gold staff, that would be huge. And the wolf gets a raid in. Arctic wolf, 1 villager 0.
I wasn't looking, but yeah.
Yeah, on the bottom side, yeah, I can find a 3 HP wolf. A very victorious 3 HP wolf.
By the way, the priests are really nice here to try and heal up the army. You can do that several times, even better.
Oh, this is a dangerous fight for Suppe here. His economy is right behind it. And he only has a single wounded Hersier. That Wadjet is gonna be dangerous. But he does send some units to raid, and Dobr moving fast. He's already there to defend it.
True, but it does leave the main gold mine open.
Yeah, and Super knows. He's jumping on it immediately. Or is he? He's scared for his own hunt. He's going back.
Okay.
They're just dancing around right now, maneuvering the army, trying to not take any unnecessary risks. Oh, and as he moves back, Suppe trying to jump on it on the bottom side again. He's trying so hard to outmaneuver Dobr, and he's gonna be there first. This is going to be a big raid, and his own villagers are already going back. This is a very nice outplay, but his cavalry not surrounding the villages, big misplay. This could have been so much damage. What a sad missed opportunity, and not a single villager goes down. And now the big fight is happening.
Too. Are they gonna be part of the fight here? Do you think that Dobr is just making a power move?
Yes, this especially with the villagers in the fight, the villagers tanking the throwing axemen. This is extremely dangerous for Suppe. But yes, he wins the fight. I was worried for the Egyptian for just one brief second because it's so risky to bring the villagers, but the way he cleaned everything up.
Seems
if he
worth
can just, yeah, any villagers are moving forward. They should honestly smack down the buildings as well. Like, villagers are siege at this point right now, because if he destroys the production, he can actually gold stuff the north. And the barriers on the bottom side, if he just finds out about it, there's so many exposed north villagers actually. He can be dealing a lot of damage, and all the units that are jumping out right now. Is Suppe still producing?
No, we're gonna see a heroic from him. He's trying to power up an armory, and then I guess we're gonna see Skadi. And if he can take the frost on the army and the villagers at the same time, I mean, the Slinger army isn't exactly a huge threat to his base or anything.
No, not
And
really.
he can garrison into his own buildings. Meanwhile, like he's training hers here at the temple, and he's just gonna put the rally flag on top of the own buildings, making units not spawn.
And I guess that's a fortunate part of how he lost the fight, that he managed to kill all the slingers and only left him with the useless bunch. Oh, and he's jumping out the raid. This is so much damage.
Yeah, the villagers were
Yeah.
already weak, so pretty easy to pick off some of them. But Dobr is back to defend. It will have to be all about Frost.
Yeah, and right now it doesn't look like Dobr has managed to capitalize on that one victory, because his army is so slow. He has just been sneaking around trying to do some damage, but he hasn't been able to find it, and the timing window is about to close, because as Skadi hits, the game will turn around.
Yeah, it's a hard swing. There's a lot of units in the buildings.
Yeah, and this Frost will hit villages and army. It's gonna be big.
Surprised he popped out that Frost Giant, because now it's dead.
Wow, yeah, he should have hit it in a temple. That was too early, and that's gonna be a Frost.
But that is brutal. He should probably just kill those villagers. Some of them are so low, like it's one damage per attack, right? So it's gonna do a lot.
Can he actually afford a fortress here? But Dobr also has the resources to go heroic, but I don't know.
Wait, Suppe is getting Safeguard and Watchtower. Do you think he'll tower up the gold mines? That could be actually a sick play while Dobr is stuck in Classic, but maybe he'll
He
go
might be
heroic right now.
afraid of rock.
Yeah, true. Yeah, you'll have access to cheap towers. The villagers are trying to escape, but are gonna be... Oh, the walling!
But too late. But all the villagers are passing. They passed the wrong way.
Oh, should have attacked that log house while he had the chance. Almost all of them are gonna die. Probably all those 3 are going down as well. Should be, at least.
Massive damage. And Dobr is reduced to 40 population. He is advancing the Hathor, but
What's he gonna
40
do with it?
population, that's I don't think that's something that he can work with.
He's got a small spearman raid going now. If he can keep those spears alive, this could be the locus of his life here.
Oh yeah,
But I think
Suppe,
Suppe is realizing it.
yes.
He's like, I've got too much here. It's not gonna go well. Just at the right time too. Like,
yeah,
now it's not such an interesting target anymore.
I would still locus this. You're
Probably.
not gonna find a better target in the game.
No.
And if you
Well,
wait
the
any
berry
longer,
pickers,
you're already
actually.
dead.
Look at those berry 13 of them. Okay. 5 kills, that's decent. And the spears can pick off 1 more, I think. Oh, no. They
No.
get the kitchen knives are OP.
The kitchen knives. I like how they're stabbing from above. I think that's what it looked like. The more brutal method.
Oh, he's just gonna make rams, Wallet Chad. You know, I'd like him to make some towers at the front right here, because how much do the towers cost for him now? It's 150 wood only at 75 gold, so that is very cheap. The rock is coming over to find the gold villagers, so that is gonna be annoying for Suppe, but he has a lot of food already, so he could just make a market and everything will be fine. Yeah, and I think 2 ramps here and the TC just goes down. Not enough vills to dive that with such a big army around. Suppe has to pull back though. He didn't. Dobr knows he's in trouble. He's getting masons. Of the only things that doesn't cost gold.
But it won't save him.
No, it
So
doesn't
many
look
villages
like it.
already went down.
Yeah, Suppe can just
This
take
is
this and die.
execution.
the rock has been idle too, so I don't know. He flew into a tower, didn't seem to notice the gold villagers, and yeah, the PC is in so much trouble with 2 Ramsat and the Frost Giant and more villagers going down as well.
Resign is going to happen at any moment now.
Yep, so that is gonna be 1-1 for this.
It is so funny how Soup's Ra's like from 2010 or older, but his Odin just rocks.
The blue color, we have got Dobr, and as always, he is playing Ra, but on the other side, changing things up very much. Suppe is playing Kronos this time. Not what I expected. Relatively forwardish dog, but that's normal. We're gonna go home now for Dobr. It's been empowering on the chickens. Yeah, there's no boar nearby. What is going on? Where are the boars? Nowhere?
I actually don't think that Odin would have been weak on Anatolia.
Oh, there's up here. Yeah, I agree. Like, mountain giant business, right? With the water eco, Njord.
Yes.
So the Kraken
So
on the
they
water.
get so much food, and Norse needs that food the most out of all civs, I think.
Yeah.
And on top of it, Njord fast heroic all in is actually incredibly strong. It is super strong. But Kronos, obviously also pretty strong pick, but I think Anatolia is the weakest of the maps that Kronos can get. Like, the weakest of all the water maps, because of how the water is split.
Yeah, I mean, unless you really get some strong plays going with behemoths, I'm not really sure what Kronos has here. I guess you could get a good implode timing and make something happen on land, but yeah, you'll need to win the water, which is easier said than done against a line of docks. Will be a very different story in Mediterranean, because obviously your docks can't completely protect your fish, but here they can. So very different dynamic. Pandora's box. Not the most exciting relic for either side. The other one is the Ring of Nibelung.
Second dog still too late for my own tastes. You should build those much earlier. But I like that he's at least building it forward, trying to take a lot of space with it, secure a lot of fish. But against Kronos is the one civ where forward dogs or being aggressive with dogs can backfire, because
yeah,
Kronos
I mean,
will attack it.
You could get Oracled and the first 3 Prometheans or whatever. That's why Dobr is building the houses here, though, to try to block that. But I think you just deconstruct the one that's blocked by the houses, then you attack the other.
Yeah, in general, how Dobr is building docks on one side this much first before the other is something I don't agree with, because he needs to even out the boats on the other side too. Like now he can't make any on this side anymore, so all these docks can't produce, and he only just now finished his second dock. But Suppe is actually rushing the left side. Interesting. I mean, less docks, easier to kill, but the impact is much lower. I guess maybe he wants to control the bottom side with boats and do the top side with units from land.
Yeah, if he wins the top side, he can just shift over anyway. So, I guess maybe that's the plan. We'll see. There's the Promethean. The oracles are still very spread out though. He's also not stacking. Got some mild bireme production on the bottom side. That's causing quite a bit of idle time here already, so the bottom side is essentially useless now. Suppe can just keep patrolling these two spots. That would be sick.
Yeah, but the docks will do a lot of damage over time, so...
Yeah. Yeah, you have to keep moving, then docks miss. But if you stop to shoot, then obviously the docks hit too.
Still, it's gonna be a nice eco advantage, but on the top side, Suppe has 2 idle fishing boats. I don't think he realizes.
I don't think so either. There's obviously a lot going on, but it seems like Suppe is not as practiced with Kronos as he might be with some of the other civs.
Or he finally realizes and sends them to work. But on the bottom side, Dobr striking back, and that might be a dead fishing boat, but Suppe reacts and it dodges. Teleportation. Two very low health boats for Dobr already, but he has a number advantage right now, and they're lured under docks too? The bottom side can quickly turn around now. Or they might just keep it at a stalemate and just hold their own side, which would be in favor of the Egyptian by quite a bit.
That's a lot of cabinets. I'm a little bit worried for Suppe here, man. Like, what's he gonna do? That is not enough biremes to fight this. I think if you're Dobr, you just wanna completely slam into these. Because we got the range problem on Anatolia, right? That we spoke about earlier, that not all ships can fire due to the limited range and the limited space. So you go closer.
Yeah.
You sacrifice some of that range, but you get all of them to shoot.
Exactly. Which is funny because that's sometimes what happens by accident when you don't watch your boats and just
Yeah.
move forward. So when making a mistake can be the correct play.
Well, he's winning this pretty hard anyway.
Yeah,
Suppe is having
that
to...
looks cleaned up. And Armory is about to finish and he has all the resources he needs.
True. Just go heroic and this should be a pretty good game already.
Segment it is. I
Oh, you
am
think-
worried for Suppe.
You think he's gonna scarab this?
It's just Scarab in general against Eddie is really good because meat shields are required for your very squishy units. Like the only unit that can really deal with it is the Momillo, I suppose.
Yeah.
And one later maybe Arcus, but or God Power, I suppose Chaos, Traitor, all of that good stuff.
Yeah, if our Kronos player has like 2 Valors and Chaos or Trader, then I think that's pretty good. There's a lot more Murmillos, so it's very likely that Soup has got what he needs to make that defense happen, but I think there's more to Ra than just a Scarab Rush. And can he really make the late game happen? I don't know that. Because we're really heading in that direction. There's gonna be siege ships, so these biomes are gonna be torn to shreds. Oof. You have to keep them moving. You can't stand and fight. So that's like the one saving grace for the archer ships. They can dodge the shots of the siege ships. But not during
That
a
is
fight.
true. But the siege boats also have way more HP and defense.
Yeah. I mean, the archer ships are not gonna win, but they don't need to die either.
True. I don't think there's too much the Kronos can actually do right now.
No.
It's just a very bad position already. And he's advancing to heroic now, but I would expect the Ra to stabilize on this very soon. The one good thing is that he still hasn't gotten a second TC, and he still hasn't secured his middle TC. So
Yes,
with a bit of luck, Kronos can set up.
There's a topic of the gold mine still. Do you think Dobr
Yeah.
is just going mythic? Oh god, he is. He's gonna get the South Osiris, I'm sure.
Yeah, and he could even just fast Titan. Yeah, it would legitimately be one of the best things he can do, because what's Kronos gonna do? I mean, yeah, he can implode it, but he just needs to get his villages into the citadel and wait the implode out, and then he just keeps building, because with all of these towers and the citadel especially, and the Son of Osiris, there's no way he can beat that.
Oh wait, I completely forgot he went Ptah. Alright. Well, there's gonna be rain still, which means that if there's a threat of implode against a Titan Gate, he can actually get it completed still.
That's also true. And with shifting sands, he can snipe the enemy Titan.
Yeah, it's gonna be a forward palace now. There's one behemoth. Is he making more? No. No, I think Soup might be just going Atlas.
What
What?
is that? But that's
But
going
now-
to be
Now he's
one
blocking
very
his,
sad.
He's blocking his own
Oh
South
right,
Osiris.
you're right. He blocked the God Power.
Traitor. What god power?
Yes.
I don't understand.
He blocked Traitor. He could have immediately taken one of the scarabs after shifting sands.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't notice the shift.
What you? Oh, okay. No wonder that must have been really confusing for you.
I was looking at the base, yeah. Sorry.
And there's Osiris, and there's a mummy, and Behemoth will peace out and become a minion. Or not. But there it goes.
Well, I guess blocking the trader was still pretty good. He did get the TC kill. And then a few Murmillos will clean this up, but I mean, the damage is done.
Yeah, and he has almost the resources he needs for Titan. If I were him, I would just save up for Titan. It's the smartest thing. Because he doesn't even have siege to push into this right now. He would just... it would take a lot of investment.
Yeah, he's
Now he
making
finally
siege
has
towers,
a siege tower.
But
But
why not catapult?
destroyers.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd expect catapults here.
I would maybe send the siege tower forward, lure some units, and use the mummy special, get some attacks from Son of Osiris in. But I wouldn't commit to a real fight. I would just try to get picks. Yeah, he lures him. Come on, Son of Osiris, get some attacks in. Oh, he actually made a scarab. Dobr is not planning to go Titan.
No.
He spent all his favor.
Oh,
and the
mummy!
traitor attacks the scarab. Oh my god.
That's
And
pretty
he
funny.
he can't cancel the scarab anymore. With that mummy, scarabs are basically useless. As long as he manages to keep it alive. But there's a catapult. And the villagers. Oh.
Oh, that is
And
a
that-
brave move.
But he used the special on the wrong target.
Yeah, for sure.
Still, this is a lot of economic damage that he's going to take. So many villagers are going down. As a trade, he will kill the entire army.
Yeah, only Arcus left, and they're not that great against Osiris. These are only
No.
medium.
And all of the production here is going to get taken out. And citizens, they are going to be caught. And where is he going to run from here? He really needs to split off the units because he's getting slowed down by some of his units. But the Archers are still producing nice value. Oh, and the mummy! The 2 HP mummy going forward, but it cannot do the special.
Yeah, Dobr kind of cleaned up shop here. Suppe has nothing left, and he taps out.
He should trust the Odin. He
He probably
always
should.
loses when he swaps.
No shame in being a mono god at this level. That's for sure. Blue color, Suppe, Odin. Red color, Dobr, Ra. So it looks like there's 2 rhinos here. On the other side we've got 3 because of Great Hunt, of course. That's pretty nice. So for the rest of the map, there's a big pack of giraffes in the back, so that's gonna be. Oh my goodness, what is this on Dover's side? Okay, if the Norse can take control of this game and hunt this is not. Oh wow.
Assume you mean the giraffes?
I mean all those giraffes. There's 8 giraffes on both sides. Plus there's a smaller pack of 4. So total of 12 giraffes. Suppe is never going to be
this is
farming if he can
huge.
stay aggressive. I believe in him. I think he
At the
can do
back
that.
there's also more giraffes.
Yep.
There's so many.
And there's a random zebra too.
Why do giraffes carry that much food? Aren't they quite skinny?
Their legs are, their body isn't.
Yes,
they're a
but if
lot
you
bigger.
reduce them to their body only, they're not that different from the smaller animals.
Well, they're way bigger than a zebra.
Double?
Double? What do you
I
mean
guess.
double? A zebra 200.
Oh, right, but why is a zebra 200 and a gazelle is 150? Is a zebra that much bigger?
Yes.
I suppose a horse.
Yeah, gazelles are really skinny.
Right. So I guess you don't eat giraffe legs.
No, I doubt it.
Anyways, those two rhinos very nicely lured to the TC.
What
You
about
always want
lions?
to use.
Lions have only 100 food. What's the deal with that?
I guess they're not very good hunters. They don't eat enough.
I guess so.
I mean, it's always the villagers killing them, not the other way around, so...
Yeah, it's weird.
But if you're going by that logic, why is a crocodile so skinny? Because crocodile actually kills a lot.
Well, you don't really eat it, right? You make bags.
What? Some people are unhappy to hear that, I'm very sure. But
I'm
Heimdall?
absolutely against that, by the way, but I could not make the joke.
Yeah, it is crazy to think that some animals are being killed for reasons like that.
It's ridiculous,
Like-
I know. Same with snakes, like, just why? Who even comes up with that idea? It's horrible.
Or ivory from elephants.
That's the worst.
It doesn't make any sense.
That's
But
the worst because
Heimdall is
they're
here to avenge
intelligent,
it.
So. What's that?
Heimdall is here to avenge it.
Yes.
But it's a very slow Heimdall, and the gold is more on the back. But honestly, the wood on the right and left and the gold is both super unsafe. This is actually a very dangerous map for Dobr. And he can basically instantly delete the left tower. The front tower, right tower, not secured at all. He should take them out. But there's a very early bast by Dobr. And in a very early armory. I am not sure what that armory is about. Does he actually plan to fast heroic this? With such an early advance?
I'm worried.
Yeah, there's a barrack. I don't know
Okay,
why
good.
he's building the armory, because the armory takes so long to build.
I guess he
It's,
needs it anyway later, so he's just gonna do it now
yeah,
in case
but-
it's not scary. But it is scary. It's really scary.
Yeah, the villager could have been doing something more important, like securing the towers, for example. That time that he's spending on the armory is a mistake, I think. Oh, and the farms are coming up.
Hey, do you think that entire set of walls is just gonna get wrecked? I think if you target behind, it goes north, and then the gold mine is wide open. Yeah, Sphinx try to do its best to do a spin to win, but not gonna happen. Oh, okay, just from that side then. Is that gonna hit the tower? Hello? Oh my goodness, it misses? No way, dude.
No way.
It missed. It's gonna hit the monument. No. Soup. That's a sad soup right there. How did that happen? Oh no. No, 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 no. I feel like you need to target this from the bottom so that it goes to the tower. Oh well. Too late now. So that might just be a hold, honestly. Wait, the cab gets in. So that will for sure.
It's certainly not looking that juicy anymore with that failed underworld, undermine. But he can still get some good raids in, and he should still try to take out the front towers, because it will matter later on. And even if this staff doesn't work, gold stuff on the second mine is very possible.
Yeah,
These
Soup
mines are
just,
not safe.
as long as Soup just keeps alive his units, right? Sphinx is toast. Very good surrounds, by the way. And there's the giraffes. Soup's like, man's gotta eat. And eat he will.
Yeah, he finally gets the towers. Oh, what is that one calf doing?
Shaking. It's very scared.
I mean, it was the closest one to the swing, so I can understand.
You know, some people are just not meant for combat. It's fine. You can pick up another profession. Go home, be a villager. It's cool.
He can be a villager. But that's also scary.
It is. Maybe he can be a farmer. It's fine.
I mean, farming, as you've just seen, wasn't very safe either. Where is it safe?
It's nowhere safe.
I mean,
Everywhere.
it can be a monument.
If you boil RTS games down to the core, it's all about death. So
It's all about caravans and mercs.
yeah.
What's Sloop's eco like? What is that gold? He's mismanaging his eco very bad right now. So high on gold, so low on food.
So we might see an eclipse with like 4 sphinxes. Yeah, I could really catch those Cav off guard, especially with half we're being in now. That's pretty nice. Hey, is that too many houses in one spot? Maybe villagers couldn't get out. That's awkward.
Yeah, that pathing was really awkward. And yeah, sure, the swings and eclipse can be really nice, but Soup's eco mismanagement is worrying me.
Oh, what's going on with his gold there? It's too many
Yeah.
dwarfs.
He really needs more food. Which is surprising considering there's so much giraffe, which is apparently 1000 kilograms in weight. As someone wrote in chat. I mean, you're completely right that they should have a lot of food, but they're so skinny legs.
It's misleading because they're so tall, so they just confuse people.
Yeah.
But then they're wonton, so yeah.
I guess. Still, that one last tower stands, and the moment this last tower falls, the farmers are actually in massive danger. It's funny how the wall at the top gold mine from Soup looks like a perfect wall for Dobr that he would place for himself.
So Skadi is coming up, but will Dobr just go mythic? He certainly has the opportunity during an eclipse.
If he can afford it, his production is not really... Like, he would have to stop making units. He's making a market.
He's almost full pop, so I think he will stop.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. But still, he has 12 farms only, and
Okay, that's not enough, yeah.
that takes at the upgrades he has right now, plow husbandry, that would be like 500 food in 2 minutes, I think. So 4 minutes for mythic. So basically, it's still gonna take some time for him.
Oh, here comes
And
the
that's
raid.
being generous.
Yeah, that's assuming that he's not losing units, so.
Yeah. And the swings raid is actually really nice.
It is. It is, but they're getting hit by the Herser now. Dobr needs to move him. Okay, good.
But he has already been mining so much gold from that 6k. He must be
Yeah.
happy about that.
Yeah, I'm sure he is. Now, I
But
totally think it's time for that eclipse. He's gotta block the frost. Or do you
I'm not
think...
sure if he's going to cast Frost until he's actually forced near his own mine.
Yeah, like, you wanna freeze also the villagers, right?
Yeah, but that eclipse right now would actually be nice because he could delete those throwing X-Men.
Ooh, he's trying for it. There is gonna be a frost giant here, so at least one of the sphinxes is toast.
2 of them. That's very nice for him. Yeah,
Third
it
one
was
is damaged
unfortunate that they
too.
were already really low health from the raiding. But he does also get some units, and on the top side he's gonna get some RCs as well. And as you said, it will delay Frost quite a bit.
But it will happen nonetheless, and it still looks like Soup has a decent
Oh,
army.
bottom side, Pitsuro's being mad for being turned into bags.
Oh, and there's Locust still, that's right. So, let's see what
yeah.
you can get done with that. I mean, you never know. Sometimes you get a sick Locust. Sometimes it's just 2 kills. Well, we'll have to see what it is.
Yeah, but these heavy camels are gonna do massive damage. I think they're gonna find a gold mine, and all of that's gonna be toast. And at the same time, Soup going forward for a counterattack, and they're both going to try to deal more damage to the opponent.
All of these dwarfs are in trouble. I'm not sure many of them will escape. Maybe if they use the tower. But there's nothing here to defend them, like...
Yeah, these camels have free reign. They can just idle the entire economy. He doesn't even need to go back, honestly. Because what is going back going to do? He's just gonna get frosted, honestly.
I think I agree, yeah. Yeah, one of those villas just go through the Migdol and get back into the base. It's probably the best thing they can do right now. And he's doing it. Good stuff. Go to the next gold mine.
I
It's gonna
mean,
be okay.
now it's actually well timed because the distance is so big that Frost would not catch both anymore.
Yep.
And he's gonna be able to pick up some throwing X-Men. But his cavalry is actually not being microed properly. Like half of his cannons are just all in the back, not really doing anything.
So what do you think is the next move for our Odin player? Do you think it's a Ragnarok? Do you think it's just playing late game with tier?
I don't think a Ragnarok is viable with the amount of villages he has.
Yeah, it's just
It's
36,
simple.
right? So just seems a little sad.
Yes, that's gonna be a fimble if he can actually advance. And you're right, he has turned around his economy from gold issue, fault issue to gold issue, and now he needs more gold. And oh, the bottom gold mine.
That's a
Villages
problem.
near each other.
That's gonna be a huge locust if he pays attention. Oh, do it now, and that's a lot of damage. Oh, that's a lot of
What?
damage. Holy crap. 7 of them dead from just the locust, another from the Pitsukos, and the rest are weak and running around, not gathering. This is a huge problem.
The camels are going for it.
Oh man. Hey, on the other side we got a Migdol, and that's gonna bully the former hunt villagers. But yeah, Soup did
Former
gather
hunters.
everything.
Former hunters currently employed as cavalry.
They're
Yeah,
living
that's some
siege
dead
weapons.
villages. Yeah, but I forgot the rams at home.
Well, one camel is gonna change their minds about their employment, so
Their boss wasn't very nice anyways.
it was not.
But a massive raid on the top as well. Like, Soup's economy is kind of dead. He doesn't, like, he is reduced to archaic age. His villager count is low.
Yeah. Being 26 villagers versus 45, and it's getting worse. Like, he can't mine anywhere. He's got a big attack here, so that is like the one hope. But if Dobr just sells a bit of resources, I think he can jump Mythic in a moment. Good Frost.
Yeah, he finally gets one in. He has been holding that for a long time. And this is finally a value for us. And that's also his only Migdol. And actually, Dobr's population, he's ahead in numbers quite a bit. But after this... Oh, the camels might find the gold on the bottom again.
They're certainly
relentless
looking.
damage.
The Rock can see, so there's so many weak villagers. I think it's time for Dobr to go to the next round here. This is just game-ending damage, I think.
And this would already be game 3, right?
This is game 3 if he wins, so... Unless Soup has some miracle waiting for us, then... This game should be pretty much over.
Oh, wow, that would be 3-1. And the Kronos and the Ra loss for Soup are quite sad.
Wait a second, can he get these villagers? If he can
Oh,
block
that
their
would be
path.
really big. How many is that? That's like 15 villages.
Yeah, I think he can actually get them, just needs to VoD block them off or... Oh, Dobr is idling on top of everything! Okay, Soup can equalize the game. Unbelievable.
Oh, Dober's population is actually... He's actually on 80 only. And the Rock to the rescue.
That's a second rock, by the way, just want to point that out.
What? Yeah, you're right. The second one on the bottom. And...
Patsuko's dodging the freezing. Nice one.
Gets another Mictal up, but... Oh no. And Soup is nowhere near Mythic. Is he gonna just go for the TC? I think it might be the right call.
Maybe.
Because
he's got so much stuff here.
Go.
Where's Dobr's stuff? What has he been doing this whole time?
I think this is the comeback chance that Soup needs, because Soup has an army, but he doesn't have an economy. Dobr has no army, but he has an economy. So I think this is what he has to do. He has to just all in and destroy the TC, destroy the Mictal, and just kill everything, because the Rock can only hold 15 population. So if he kills everything else, that's gonna just... That might actually be a game-ending play if he can pull this off.
This TC seems like it's holding. The villagers are being pulled into the fight from the Rock. And the repair is pretty damn strong too.
You might be right.
Maybe not, maybe not.
But the villager count equalized from this.
Yes.
And the TC, it might still go down. The Pharaoh is dead.
Yeah, there's still a priest who could be ejected to empower. He's full health.
Oh, the HP is going up again.
Yeah.
Is the TC holding? There's still so many Norse units. And they're still so
insanely
powerful.
close.
And villages are still going down more and more.
Two frost giants here. 20 villagers for Dobr. Okay, that is the play. Just keep killing the
I think
villagers.
Soup got this.
Yeah,
I think
forget the
Soup got
TC.
this.
Kill the vills. The Rocks are just helplessly watching.
What a play. He is gonna fall back as his army dwindles, but the economic damage... And on the top, he's also raiding the gold mine as a lone RC, picking up villages.
Wow. Every single villager that Dobr loses now is just a disaster. He sold all his wood, made some
I think he's
chariots.
going for the Mictal.
He should do.
Yeah, like that was massive damage. Like Dobr's economy, he's 10 villages behind now. After all the damage he had dealt to Soup. What a comeback. And he's not only back in the game, he's having an advantage. He's about to win this, maybe. This army is looking so strong, and I don't think Dobr has enough to hold here. It's unupgraded chariots versus heavy throwing axemen and heavy cavalry. Oh, the Frost Giants hitting the Migdol. I think that's the wrong target, actually. I think they should be fighting the units.
Dude, how did Dobr clean this up again? It's crazy. He's down to 24 villagers though. So I think Soup can still keep going. It's just, he needs to regroup for a moment.
Yeah, he needs to get popped again. Like, he lost a bit too much of his army here. And I think it was a big miss-micro on his Frost Giants. 2 of them were hitting the Migdol. They didn't even contribute to the fight at all. They could have killed multiple units. Like, they're still going strong, but they could have done so in the fight when he had so many RC. He just needs a bit more time to regroup his army and hopefully not lose his entire economy while that happens, because Dobr, wasting no time, he is going straight for the dwarves.
Yep. Yeah, he needs to. He must. The more
Yeah,
he
but
can catch here, the better.
Suppe's aware. Suppe's aware.
At the same time, he's sending RC into camels, and that is gonna be rough. Especially with the
Yeah.
rock being here as well, which is transporting myth units. He can also pick up the chariots that are being targeted, so even better.
That I see. But the frost giants going forward, but priest and pharaoh waiting.
Yeah, they have to break through the wall too, or go around.
There actually is a gap. Freezes the villager and leaves.
That's eco damage
Calls
right
it a
there.
day. But he actually caused all of Dobr's army to go back. He scared him off.
Well, not all. There's 2 camels still going after the villas, and a lot of them are weak. He could pick off the ox cart too.
Oh, you're right. Usually when you just send camels like this, your villagers can just kill it so quickly. Camels are not tanky at all.
No. That's for sure. But killing the ox cart, I think, is a play.
Yeah. One more camel to go. Can the kitchen knives do it?
Easy. Turned actually one of them into an Ozark. You know, is it time for Suppe to make a... Yeah, he is. He's making Huskar.
The Ozark basically beats the heavy camel. What the?
Well, it's a heavy Ozark.
Yeah, and it's a heavy camel. But it's 2 against 3 population. I didn't think they would lose that badly to infantry.
Well, you don't need to fight them. You run around, right?
Yeah, that's true.
No more gold for Suppe. No more
Oh,
units.
that's a big raid on the wood line. And lots of
that
them are
too.
also wounded.
But it looks like Dobr is back
Too.
in this game.
Yeah, villager count still an advantage for Suppe, but they're both supply blocked at this point, and so economy for Dobr might catch up.
Yeah, also it doesn't matter as much if you have the villagers, as long as they're idle like this. Also,
Yeah,
they're gonna
that's
be met by a
massive.
chariot.
And they're running straight into a chariot. Oh, he pulls the chariot back! Just as he arrives. Oh my god, that's so unlucky.
Oh my god, Ipper just tipped us $100 for season 2. I will have to create a donation goal for that. Thank you very much, Ipper. Dobr here.
Ipper the man.
Ipper is the man, but Dobr's TC is under attack, and this time there are 4 frost giants here. They're not targeting the TC, and it's getting empowered, so there's a lot of arrow fire coming from that TC. There's gonna be cavalry mercs as well going after everything. But the Huskar are making short work of the chariots. Having to pull back, but there are
They're
axemen
not, because the Huskars are running away from them. What is happening?
Yeah, they're scared of that one axeman, I guess. And once again, Dobr cleans up. I am not sure Suppe can keep doing this anymore. Like,
I think he can, because he's still 10 villages ahead. Like, actually 14. So, but the rock is coming to the bottom.
yeah, and,
And what does it carry?
It's
It's
loaded
not Christmas
with
gifts.
Trio Sphinx and Pitsukos, so this is gonna be brutal once again.
Check the HP of the bottom.
Yep, they're
Those
also
villagers. Oh no, Suppe. You have to run. Please see the rock fast, because otherwise he's gonna lose so much here. Oh, the pet Suro targets the wrong thing. And that's like the worst target right now, considering the villagers are so weak. And the swings also on the ox cart. That's the worst target. To imagine he only gets a single economic kill here, that's actually huge.
true, but you can keep units here. On the other side, though, Suppe has walled up, so no more camel raids, and there are so many Huskar now. Also a lot of axemen though, and Pitsukos are growing in number. There are 3 of them. Rock ferrying out to take that gold mine, and yeah, the rest of the stuff should come back.
The gold staff threat is so real. Like, Dobr 500 gold in bank, but his new gold mine is so exposed. It's way weaker than his previous one. But Soup doesn't realize it yet, I think. He's not going for it. And then meanwhile, Dobr sending his units to raid the new gold mine again. And he will be forced off very soon. It would be so great if he had like one frost giant at his gold mine. It would take care of everything. Okay, this cleanup in the main base for Dobr is looking very dangerous. Is this the fight that kills the TC?
Quite possibly. There's just not a whole lot left, and villagers are dying again, so Suppe is almost doubling the villager count of Dobr now.
But he's idle.
But he's idle.
Yeah, he is just not allowed to gather. Like, Dobr is doing a really good job. Honestly, with the amount that he's been raided with, you could have made an argument to just fight back with the villagers. But his villagers are so low HP that it probably wouldn't work well for him. But still, the economy for Dobr is suffering. He's below 30 villages. He's almost back to archaic age. And if he finds, imagine he finds the all-side gold mine. That's half of his villages. Half of his economy is exposed here. Nothing protecting it.
Here come the
If he finds
chariots. And villagers even joining the fight, so... Once again targeting the ox cart though. So that will die, but I mean, there's still a lot of units here for Suppe. You got, by the way, cleaned up once again, but I was looking at the villagers here. How did all those Huskar die? It's insane. What Dobr can do with just 20 villagers.
Yeah, he's on 23 villages now. And I think... Is he gonna find... he might find the gold mine. He's chasing the chariots on the right side and he's being led directly to the gold mine. And this is gonna be a massive mistake because I think Suppe just doesn't know. And now he does. And I think that's gonna seal it because everything is gonna move there immediately. And
yeah.
I don't see this... I don't see Dobr holding this.
No. Even if he runs, he's got
yes,
under 20
two
villagers.
rocks! And the two rocks are helplessly watching as everything below them dies.
This is just too much. Hey, there's a Jarl! That's probably exactly what he needs to just tank in these fights, and that's probably what he needs to take down the TC as well. Just make 2 or 3 Jarl and then add some portable ramps and end this for good. 18 villagers, oh my god.
Yeah. And no economy to speak of. And Suppe takes it. 2-2. What a comeback, honestly.
Yeah, that was freaking huge. 30-minute game of constant back and forth.
And no one even reached Mythic or a second TC.
Who needs that? This is like vanilla now. Dobr is blue now. Got him as Ra. This is game 5. I guess we got Suppe playing as Odin. Now whoever wins this is just gonna go to the losers finals against Chemo. So still rough business there, but you obviously wanna be there rather than get knocked out. So more money, more points for next season.
This map is massive for Suppe, I think. The gold for Dobr does not look very nice, honestly. And not even the starting gold for him is very interesting. It's quite far from the TC, and there are 2 towers, but the right tower is quite exposed. Left tower could be undermined. I think this might be another Heimdall map actually. And besides that, it's also very close, so it's gonna be difficult to be that active with raids. Rock can do something, but last game he was also really active without the rock, and that's something that's not gonna be as effective as this. And Soup wasn't really affected by that, since he didn't really maneuver around. He just attacked head on and just had good trades.
So, do you think that the Undermine would actually reach both towers?
I don't know. I would doubt it, but
Yeah,
I don't think so.
I'd be surprised.
But also the hunt. I think Soup is quite happy with this map.
Yeah. Yeah, especially
He
the
doesn't.
next patch. Like, what is this
He
insanity?
used Great Hunt on that.
11.
That's why he used Great Hunt.
Oh, okay, okay.
But there's still a back hunt that he hasn't found yet, I think. The 6 gazelle, deer this time, and he has elk.
Gotcha. The relics are the blanket of Empress Zoe, fantastic relic. 3 crush armor. Wolf Artemis, very nice as well. We got the girdle of Hippolyta, also great. And the bridle of Pegasus, great for Ra. Odin doesn't really care. Yeah, Ra players just love to empower things with the priest instead of scouting, as obviously they get more economy from this, and if they found the important stuff, then it's a gamble anyways.
Yeah, but also I just remembered one comment from last game.
Yep.
Where someone was interested in us talking about build orders, and this is a question that if you guys would want that to happen more, because one reason why I'm not doing it is because build orders are very repetitive in this game. There are some players who do very interesting things and tricks, which I could point out, I suppose. But in most cases, especially when it's like Greek, etc., then they are mostly the same, and it's actually the same for Egyptian too. When they go for specific strategies, that it's just a very standard order, and there's nothing very interesting to point out.
Yeah,
But
we also upload the replays of each tournament every time on the MetaPlays website, so you can grab the replays and you know, do your own drills and copy the players if you so desire. It's probably the best way to learn is watch replays of the pros and your own, and then make the comparisons of where you're doing better or worse.
yeah,
If you're doing worse, then find out why by looking at the timings.
One interesting thing from this build order I could point out is, for example, that Soup did the no food start, where he sent the wood and gold first while looking for hunt. Because he otherwise had only the option to go for chicken and berries. That's like a very common thing. Like especially Odin can do a very weird build where he goes gatherers to gold first, affords gold, makes dwarfs, and then transitions all of his gatherers to wood and food, and has only dwarfs. That's like one of the unique build orders that Odin likes to go for. But that's like one of the more rare cases where actually something interesting is happening, and one villager is stuck for Dobr on the gold mine. Do you see it? He is stuck. He is trying to move, and he fixes it.
Ah, I didn't. I was looking at Soup space
Yeah.
by accident there, so.
Second monument for Dobr.
Okay.
And he's doing the weird house cluster in the back again.
Do you think we might see Achilles?
Ooh,
Or is this for later?
Probably.
Because he won't be able to afford more than one. Like, they are very expensive, actually.
But interesting,
Yeah.
Soup knows what a TC is.
He does see. I thought he was cosplaying Nilla, but I guess not.
No.
For those of you new to the game, in the base game that came out in 2002, you could not make a 10 center in the classical age. You would have to go heroic first. So games were a lot more aggressive. And Suppe still seems to subscribe to that style, but you know, he can also play.
Oh, the
Booming.
swings! Gradually to delayed for a second. He could have done a bit more there, I think. Also, he didn't need to stop there. He could have run past it, and he would have found the hunters. Interesting start though. And honestly, the fact that he went 2TC like this, and the fact that Dobr has a second monument, this might be Sekhmet and Scarab Rush.
Maybe. Yeah, there's no more kitties,
like if I see
so-
this, I think I might Scarab Rush this.
Yeah, the forward TC, you mean? Yeah. Yeah, you were talking about this in the Hagrid versus Matthews game, I believe. Sorry, not Hagrid. Who was it? Dobr versus Matthews.
Yeah, there was also a game like that. You're right.
Where he just took the forward TC and you're like, yeah, Scarab kills that.
Yep. I mean, just look at the army that the North has right now. That's not something that holds a push, and he doesn't even have long.
No, but at the same
Long-
time, Suppe is also gonna go heroic.
Long house. I was mentally stuck on a longboat. I was like, something is wrong. A building is not called longboat.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Warrior Mario just donated $150.
He's trying to one-up Ibet.
He did. 50%. So, season 2 is gonna be actually big. Very nice. Thank you very much, Warrior Mario and Ibert.
Yeah. Two people that have done a lot for the game and are trying to do even more.
Yeah, we really appreciate it for sure. Wait, there's 2 kitties now.
Where is the second one?
Well,
Oh,
he
it's in
just
the
made
back.
it.
I didn't
And
see
it's
it.
gonna be a Creo-Sphinx upgrade. And do you think we're still gonna see Scarabs? I mean, he can afford them. But oh, wait, half war. No, he can't.
Yeah.
Never mind.
I forgot to point it out, but I already saw it and I was already disappointed.
Yeah.
But just because he's Hathor doesn't mean that he's not gonna push, because you see that instant siege works, right?
Yep,
There's
yep.
he can still push with that, and Petsurus still very strong. He already has his swings too. That can be a very strong Eclipse push here.
I agree.
But and look at something that Dobr is doing right now. He moved every single villager from his farms to gold, and he used his farmers to build the Migdol. And now he's going to probably retrain from his DC to his farms. Like, that's one thing that Ra can do, because usually you have excess food,
Yep.
and so what do you really need? You need wood and gold. So you move your villages and send slowly back to farms.
Elephants.
Like- Oh,
Okay,
I mean,
great. Well, he has the excess
elephant.
food, like you said, right? So,
Yeah.
oh, the Locust is also pretty good. Already killing
That's
5
a very
vills,
good Locust.
and the Petsuka's
He's
picking
gonna
up
get
more.
2 more probably.
Oh wow,
One more maybe?
that's sick. But Petsukas do 2-shot vills. So actually, what do you
Yes.
think about the other Petsuka staying at home? It was like 75% done when the Rock left. So I don't know. It might be nice to wait for that.
Point. Good point. You could have done a bit more with it if you had waited for it.
Yeah, I think it
And,
always.
I mean,
feels-
70%. That's not. That's actually not really relevant, because Petsurus himself is just trained so fast. Like, what's the build time on this thing? It's 20 seconds. So
Not
if it's
too
at
bad.
70%, it was basically done in any moment at that point.
Yeah.
You should have definitely waited for that. It's like 2 or 3 seconds.
Yeah, I really like the sniping capability. Obviously, you just eject from the rock and shoot and then get back in. So nice. Take the second Petsukas! He's just meant to be left behind. Nobody likes him.
He's not meant to become a bag. And that hill fort. Is he really gonna build that hill fort?
No.
That's not gonna work.
No way. The chariots
And
just have
the
too much firepower.
siege that you see is done.
Absolutely done. There's no way that this is staying up.
Yeah. That was quick. And the chariots are gonna make quick work of the Hersius and the Ulfsax. Which means nothing really left to deal with this army at all. At this point in time, I think I'm pretty happy as an Egyptian player, and I also just realized one reason why Soup's position is so garbage, and it's his eco bank. Like, what is that gold? What is that wood? He has like no economy. How did he mismanage that bad?
Yeah, I don't know what happened. There's so much gold, like you say. And where's the units, right? Maybe it was too much of a ballsy move to build so forward and aggressively grab that TC is against Ra.
I'm not
especially.
sure. I can't really call the strategy wrong, although it's not something I would have done. But
yeah, isn't it better to just play the 1 TC Odin, honestly? And
yeah, I would say on this map it would have been better. But it didn't come down to it, I think, because Soup's eco management just wasn't there, considering his resource balance is this bad.
Yeah, well, he's trying to get some good trades here, but it's not gonna happen. There's too many units. Like, it doesn't even matter what units they are. It's just too many.
Yeah, and Soup is behind in villages, even though he has been the one booming.
Oh.
Yeah, that gives you an idea. This game has taken a very bad turn.
Yeah, the Locust, the Petsukas, Snipes, the Raids, it's just too much. And during the push as well, so many vills died, so we're definitely feeling the effect of that. And there could be another big rock drop here. It's already got... It's got 2 elephants, 2 siege towers still, which is the thing that killed the CC in the first place. And I think Dobr is looking to make this worse. He's taking the TC. There's some relics here. You know, I just built a temple and grabbed them all. These are good ones.
Yeah,
both.
sure.
Artemis, what's that? Blanket of Emperor. So yeah, those are great.
In general, I think people rebuild temples too rarely because units like Petsuchos are so slow.
Yep.
You want to make them at the front. It's just 100 gold.
Yeah, why not? And he's got the favor right now, so why not? Might be even worth thinking about the range upgrade for them. You go up to 26 range when you get it, so that's pretty sick actually. Oh,
He
Pharaoh
does
getting
get
caught
some
out.
nice pickups though, but
Yes.
you will need a lot of those. But at the same time, his dwarves are getting abused.
Wait, what? Oh,
His dwarves, his gold on top is being raided really bad.
true.
He does push him off, but that was a significant loss of his economy. Like, he had a lot more there before. Still, now it's 1 TC up, 10 villages down for Dobr. I mean, for Soup. And every 14 seconds, that disadvantage is gonna get larger and larger.
$51 bills. So if this next attack or the one after doesn't do something, I think Dobr is just gonna be too far ahead. The 2 TC is definitely the big brain play. Do you think he'll get the third, or is it better for Dobr to just try to go mythic?
How close is he to mythic? Not very
Not
close.
very. He could sell some wood, but I don't know. The rate is actually really nice on it.
I would personally like to see some walls and maybe another Migdo.
Right. You know what? Stone walls, I think, would be very nice in this situation.
Also, I think he should upgrade crenellations. He needs the bonus damage against Cap. Wow, this fight. Suppe is killing a lot. This is actually very serious damage.
It
If
is.
you can get back onto that gold mine and kill some more of the villagers.
Yeah, there's only
But at the
Axemen,
same
so...
time, Soupe's CC is going down.
Oh man, the rock drop has been there all this time.
The villagers are idle, they're not fighting. If they kill the elephants, he can be... What? He retreats?
No, he just picked
Oh,
up
what was
microing.
that micro? Oh, okay.
Does make the Vil stop,
Almost.
but he's not quick enough with it.
He rocks dropped a 20 HP elephant.
Well, that didn't work out. 200 HP left. If Soup just can convert one of these villagers, he can repair the TC again. Also, Dobr's gold economy has been frozen this whole time, literally. So, yeah, no income. Seems he did sell all that wood.
Yeah, Soup is creeping back slowly. Score's almost even again.
Saving that
it
TC
is
was huge.
Yes.
Like, how many resources there? 300 each for the siege towers, then like 250 for the elephants, right?
Yeah, that costs quite a bit.
That's 500.
But also, he had lots of idle villagers
That's
during
like
it.
1200 resources.
I think it paid off though, because he had so much economy idle.
No way. No. The villagers all stayed alive almost.
Yeah, alive, but they were idle for a long time.
There's no way they'd gather 1200 resources in that time. But I guess... Well, at the same time also, Dobr wasn't gathering. He was frozen.
Yes. And one thing is that the economy difference is that Soup is behind in economy a lot, so when you see it as a relation from one player to another, then trading 1200 against 1000 resources might favor the one with 1200 losses. Because he just gathers twice as much, so it doesn't really matter. But the other one really suffers.
Yep.
But this push, Soup is trying to make something happen. He even overtakes the score. He's just flooding in relentlessly. And the Suros is frozen. If he can kill that, that's big.
Oh, it's here in the middle, right?
Yeah, but it might actually survive, but no way.
Nah, there's a yard
80
on it,
HP,
right?
almost gone. But all his other units died during this.
Yeah, and there's now Mercs backing this up. Soup is behind 17 villagers. So he'll need one of those extra miracle plays. Let's see if he can make it happen.
Yeah, as long as he trades well, then he can make it happen.
There's a lot of gold villagers now, so I think there's a real risk of Dobr actually just going mythic after he maxes out, which is now. The farmers seem to have irrigation, which is great. There's no quarry
I
yet.
am not convinced about Mythic being realistic, because remember, right now he has 14 farms plus irrigation, no sacred cats though, so it's still like 3.5 minutes or something, just alone gathering food for Mythic without spending anything. But he's not there. It's gonna take time, and I don't think Soup will let him not produce anything for 3 minutes.
Yeah, that is doubtful.
Soup
He's
is
getting
working
masons
so
now.
hard.
Okay, yeah, he's also worried about that.
I mean, you could make an argument for falling back and trying to go Mythic, but I don't know if Soup will let that happen.
Well, it looks like it has nothing to do with Soup anymore. The lumber camp and the TC are creating a massive choke point, and the cavalry just can't attack. Meanwhile, the priests have
that
been
position is...
weakening.
That's like one of the dream fights, like one of the best fights that Dobr could have taken.
100%.
And he must be so happy to clean up these frost giants.
He's not gonna go after the
Whoa.
freaking hill fort, right? That is...
The villagers going in, but I think this is gonna be a mistake.
It's too ballsy,
And-
there's too many units still.
Like, the one thing that is keeping Dobr in the game is his economy lead, but the moment he evens out the economy, that's gonna... Oh, his gold mine is empty! And does he not know about his back gold mine? Does he not know?
I'm not actually sure who scouted it, but he just went past with a villager to make the market, so he should know about it. He surely is not fighting for that forward gold mine, right?
I have no idea what he's doing.
I think he just realized that he has a villager lead, and he's like, yeah, let's use it.
Let's not have it anymore. But actually, he lost barely any villagers in this fight.
Yeah, they're low.
It's surprising. Like, Suppe did not focus the villagers. He should have. Like, that was his chance. They were exposing themselves so bad.
He still has his
But,
chance
like,
now. He could trade his units.
You see, there's no way he's fighting for this gold mine. He's gathering from the back one. He is also gathering from it.
Why not both?
Why not both? What are you doing, Dobr? You're insane. This choke point, though. And the frost giants are melting. The priests are spreading the gospel.
Wait, what happened? Do they become water giants after that, or how does that work?
What is the closest thing to a water giant in AOM?
There's actually nothing.
What a shame.
That's a shame, yeah. It's a missed opportunity.
That's a fire giant? There's the mountain giant? There's the ice giant, the frost giant.
Yeah.
I guess the wind giant is missing, honestly. It's not
Wind
the water
giant.
giant we're missing. We're missing the wind one.
Yeah.
But yeah, Suppe's angle here. I'm actually wondering if he should go for maybe the TC instead, because one thing he doesn't know is that Dobr is extremely stuffed for food. And if he denies the farms, then that would also do serious damage, because without food he can't make villages anymore. And without that he cannot rebuild. So that would be a very good target as well, but villages are finally going down. And this fight is looking like it's going really well for Suppe. Like the villager lead has begun. For the first time in a long, like in this game at all, I would say.
Yeah.
He has finally gotten to a villager lead.
That was a huge extended fight, but with Dobr constantly putting the villagers into the battle, eventually they'll go down. I mean, it might look like Suppe is having to constantly retreat, and honestly his tempo has kind of turned against him here. But
yes.
Besides that, he's been doing some good damage.
I don't know. Somewhere is idle time though, but I would like to see him attack the main base instead of this gold mine. Especially because the army is like the entire army is here. It's a bit out of place. And if he lures the army to defend his main base, he could send reinforcements to the gold mine instead, and harass it with like a few units. But finally the temple goes down, which helps.
Was that a delete? I didn't check.
I hope so. And that gold mine is gone.
Look at all those upgrades coming in from Suppe.
But look at the top. 3 chariots. They're
Ooh.
having a good time.
Doors not so much. Is that a town center steal from Dobr? My goodness, if he steals that TC and goes 4 TCs.
What?
He is doing it. What a mad lad.
He's grabbing, like, he's being gold stuffed, and at the same time he's just gonna go, yeah, let's grab some TCs. But to be fair, he's more stuffed for food at this point, especially because he has that back gold mine. And he has a trade going quite a bit. Suppe has to realize it. He has to kill he has to attack the main base, because this is where all the farms are. This is where the entire food economy is, and without food he cannot do anything. He cannot make any of the melee units, he cannot make villages, he cannot make caravans.
Another ox got going down, and the doors are kitchen knifing the chariots. There's a lot of surface area, so that's a lot of spots for kitchen knives to go. Yours take down the Sphinx so easy though. They are great now. What is it bonus damage against Myth again? 200%, I think.
For priests?
Oh, it's 300 for the sorry.
Oh, what?
Dobr just gathering from Soup's gold mine. What is happening?
Oh, and the barracks. This position is actually quite scary.
Yeah, he's building up for a very, very solid late game here. But it looks like his back DC might get
And
attacked by decent army.
I am not happy about how Soup's aggression has turned. That's the wrong DC. It's not where it should be.
No. Even if this does die, like, okay, does he steal it? Like, what's the plan?
He's losing too many units for it, I think.
Chariots are in the middle of the villas again, but they are raiding cav, and the villas themselves could help to fight.
Oh, the ox guard.
Doesn't
At
matter.
this point, he should.
There's the
He's
next
already
one.
sending a new one.
Yeah, he can share that ox guard anyway.
You can literally see 2 ox guards coming that way.
Okay, so it does look like Dobr's TC should die. Maybe he can out-repair this though with mercs. Also helping.
Oh, Soup. He's trying so hard and the tower is coming up. But Dobr's economy, it's stabilizing. I can feel the mythic coming. It's gonna be not that far off anymore.
No, but
And
Soup could also have mythic. Look at the food he has. Those winter harvest farmers are definitely doing
70 villages. Could be Balder.
Yeah, look at that.
But I would still favor Fimbu. I would still favor it because he could. I still see hope in him nuking the economy with Fimbu and raids.
Well, Fimble does have the ability to hit 4 town centers. So maybe he'll do that. How are we doing with armory upgrades? So we got only copper.
Think one thing is, I think Suppe has too many throwing X-Men. I think they're hurting his composition.
Yes.
Because they're so weak against chariots and also weak against camels.
Come on, Dobr, pick up the relics. This is tilting me. There's 3 right in your base. Ah ha ha. No, it's a high-stress game, though.
that hill fort. But does he not even know that the bottom TC is being gathered from? I mean, the bottom gold mine, the back gold mine. The TC that he's stolen, that gold mine. Dobr has so many gold mines.
I'm not
and
sure.
Another big raid, but the RC are there, but they're not enough. And the ox cart is running for its life. But check the gold mine to the right. 3 ox carts are waiting. It's a ox cart deficit.
Yeah, you can just go there.
Yeah. That's actually so smart by Soup. He's just hiding an ox cart close by. I like it.
I'm not sure why Soup isn't going mythic. He's got so much food. Just sell it. Where's his market anyway?
Almost
Okay,
4,000.
just sell some, like.
And honestly, caravans. Why is he not making caravans?
Because he doesn't have pop, I guess. But yeah, he has so many vills, so he wouldn't be able to have armor on 2 DC.
I guess if it's that, then maybe it's time to Balder.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. If he can take a TC with the Balder and reboom on 3 TCs. Oh, but Osiris hits first.
Uh-oh. There's the daddy. That should be a pretty good raid with the wall, but yeah, Son of Osiris coming to clean this up.
Yeah, he should have done this so much earlier, but it's not nearly enough. And Tyr.
There it is.
I still think that Tyr is going to be the better choice for him too, but Fire Giants. I suppose now that he's Osiris, mummies would have too much of an easy time dealing with it.
Yeah, how good would wolves be, I wonder? Or do we just
I don't
upgrade
know.
bravery on the Huskar and call it a day with that?
One comment from chat is killing me. It says Soup doesn't know what a market is. Like, where is he getting his groceries?
Nice.
Clearly has his groceries. He has 4K food. What are you saying? But yeah, his gold. I mean, isn't it the other way around? He's the one bringing his groceries to the market to sell them.
Technically.
He's the one delivering it, not taking from.
Well,
it.
he's the farmer, so.
Yes. I mean, clearly his farm in his base is huge, but
Winter Harvest is like the Mr. Upgrade. He's just, you know, doing that.
but he is about to hit, and will it be enough? Because the score is deceptively close. And I say deceptively because the position is one that's pushing Soup. He has to really make something happen. Like the moment he stops, the moment he slows down at all, he will be in so much trouble and quickly lose the game. But here, let's see what can he do.
Well, this is when you
that's
hit
actually-
HB, so.
Yes! That's a good representation of what's happening right now. I see a good chunk of villagers going down. Caravans are hurting. Like on the top left corner, caravans are in pain. But where's the follow-up? Soup is on really low population actually.
Yeah, I know.
But Berserker Gang being researched, Champion Cavalry in queue. The upgrades are
good.
coming in.
Has he started Bravery earlier? No way. That takes actually quite long. Berserker Gang is only stats. He doesn't have bonus damage yet against buildings. And you'll need that to take down these fortified TCs. who have quite a bit of health right now. I mean, they're still missing architects. But
Yeah,
not
Dobr's
far off.
economy is again behind Soup's by quite a bit. He is at 80 civil population against 90, so quite a difference. And North villagers gather faster. And the Jarls are still diving and doing damage. Soup is kind of pressuring everywhere with very little units and killing stuff everywhere, but he needs to take down the top TC. He needs to get his own third.
Yeah, it's so important, really. Population is the most important resource at this point. You have all the others already. Bravery coming in, there's a ballista, there's quite a few towers, and these towers have safeguard, which is giving them 100% extra upgrade, extra hit points. So yeah, good stuff. Wait, does it give them damage too on Bibli patch? No.
I don't know.
That would be pretty sick.
I fear for Soup. He's trying so hard, but it looks so dangerous.
Yeah, let's see if he can get to a bit of a ballista spam, because that can take a TC down, especially if it's this unprotected.
Sure, and it's also a big threat to Son of Osiris.
Yes, it is.
Like catapults, etc. You go there, you eat that with Son of Osiris, but ballistas.
No,
No,
you
run
must
away.
respect that. Now, Cav Mercs would be nice against this. These Olfsarks are pretty good against them, but they're not.
Yeah,
They don't have
and
the upgrade
I think
from Bragi.
he needs to make a wall for his ballista because there's a very active threat of mercs. But actually, Dobr can't even afford them. Dobr's economy is completely in shambles.
That is
They are
true.
actually on even population.
Also,
Except
actually,
that Soup has so much resources.
yeah. You know what? These ballista are actually going to be really good against the catapults as well. They're actually so good at taking those down. It's surprising.
For sure. Yeah, that TC is going down. Its HP is dwindling down, and the economy. If Soup can just stabilize his gold economy and not have 40 idle villages, then oh, the mummy raid.
What? Where? Oh, two of them.
I thought PC.
Nice. They'll keep
He's raiding with 2 mummies.
generating the minions, so it's pretty good actually.
Yeah, and they're tanking the TC fire, so they can just stay here.
The mercs are starting to do work here, although crenellation is up for the watchtowers, so they won't live forever. But they start going forward rather than back. I don't like it.
Yeah, they're taking so much TC fire, and the siege tower is coming to... The siege tower is actually insane at dealing with this too.
Ooh.
Oh, the Son of Osiris just bolts through the ballista.
Yeah, if there's 2 or 3, I think he can risk that, especially being so close to the TC. But look, he just got hit a few times and he's already down half hit points. So yeah, you want to keep that guy alive as long as you can, because he doesn't cost population. He can empower you forever.
Suppe is sending some into the trade again.
Where are we going, Suppe?
To the trade.
No, with the villagers. Mid-map.
They're going to the next game, I'm sure. But his army is going to the trade.
To Valhalla.
Oh, yes.
So this wall isn't that much of a problem for Dobr just yet. He's got the other side to go through. He'll be okay.
Yeah, but the top TC stabilizing is a big victory for Dobr.
Yeah, he had it for too long, right?
Yes, but the trade is looking like a little bit in danger because a longhouse completed, and in longhouse with certain upgrades means a lot of Ulfsags could spawn here at any moment, and lots of Ulfsags means lots of walls, and lots of walls means no trade. And I think this trade is honestly his last lifeline. Like if his trade dies, or if it's halted too much, that might seal it.
He still has 4,000 gold in the other side's gold mine. And you know what he could do? He could delete all those markets. Screw it. He could build it at the west corner and trade with his 4 TC. Good luck stopping that.
Very true. That would be much safer. You should do that.
Yeah, because it's protected by mercs. And okay, you're gonna...
And 3 TCs. The caravans run past 3 TCs.
Yeah.
It's I mean, past 2 TCs and return at the 3rd, so...
I mean, their gold count would be reduced. It wouldn't be 79. It would be probably like 70, but...
Oh, Son of Osiris is dying!
Oh, really? Where?
Wow, at the middle TC? It was just tanking!
Why was it there? Seems so unnecessary.
And with that, with Son of Osiris down, I just wish Suppe would finally make a wall, because the only reason the mercs can deal with the ballista is because he hasn't walled.
Yeah. Sure. Well, Suppe is down real low in population right now. Just no gold. He didn't trade his resources. He didn't make a trade. Oh god, what is going on with his economy at this 3rd town center? Oh, the pain.
I think this is a turning point.
Yeah, it's kind of falling apart in the late game, actually.
Yes.
Dobr is just playing solid the whole way through, so...
Suppe's economy is far behind Dobr's now. He's half population. I think this is the beginning of the end.
Yeah. Yeah, 40 caravans. This is constant merc time. One TC makes cav, other TC makes infantry at this point. Just do it forever. Get
and
Magi.
the mummy raids. He's still raiding with mummies.
Oh, you're right. But you know what's brutal against Odin? You get 5 mummies in an army. How is Norse gonna kill that? Like, EE added Boxwagger for this reason. One of many reasons. But, like, you're gonna need mass ballista to take those down.
Bro, it's gonna be quite difficult to get close to them. And imagine he has a clip for it.
Oh.
Budget AE. Honestly, it might be stronger than AE.
It probably is, because they have 5-second cooldown then. With Eclipse.
Yes, and they spawn so many.
So you start the animation, you end the animation, and you know, you're actually starting the recharge as the minion spawns, so there's still a time in that animation. It's actually less than 5 seconds in practice.
Dobr was researching guard tower.
Okay, here we go. It's gonna be ballista following it up in no time, and I guess unit upgrades. There's still basic chariot archers without armory upgrades, so you know, if Suppe can sort out the rest of his text, then maybe there's a small chance. No, not gonna do it. He was getting catapulted at his third base, so that's that. And yeah, Suppe is just gonna be out of the tournament now, but good effort by him. He's taking 4th place in this grand finals. Well, not grand finals, the season finals. We'll see where he actually ends up on the ladder. Dobr moves on, facing Chemo in the next round.
What a serious.
We want to thank our MetaPlace website subscribers. Your contribution helps us keep hosting events. As we reach higher subscription goals, we can increase the prize pools of the events we host. Check out our subscription page using the link in the description. And remember to collect your perks. We will see you the next time.